In your book, Bear Cloud, you show how the seven fires, as well as other star glyphs and sacred geometry, has been used to decode the essence of pyramids. As an example, the bent pyramid, which is referred to as the first pyramid made of stone. You share with us in your book that the magazine National Geographic captured the view of the archaeological community, and they saw it as a pyramid that had been built with a flaw in the design. You, on the other hand, in your book, say that it wasn't a flaw. Can you explain how you came to this conclusion?
Yes, I can. After I had uncovered the symbol that I call the wing symbol inside of the seven-sided snowflake and realized its importance, I go into great detail about what that symbol has to do with too in the book Seven Fires. But after I had uncovered that, and I had gone to a trip over to England, and a friend of mine had asked me if I was willing to look in an Egyptian book to see if there was any native symbols that I might relate to inside of it. And I said, oh, I've never cracked a book on Egypt, I couldn't tell you anything about it. And so she said, oh, it doesn't matter, just, if you see any native things. So I agreed and went inside of it. And as she was thumbing through the book, all of a sudden she came across this picture of a pyramid, and it was the Ben Pyramid. But when I saw it, it hit me like a lightning bolt, because I realized, I said, what is this? And she said, oh, never mind, it's the Ben Pyramid that it's suggested by the archaeologists and Egyptologists that that it was a mistake, that they had felt that the ground wasn't going to be able to support the superstructure, so they truncated the top so it wouldn't cave in. And we kind of laughed a little bit about it, because we always felt that all the pyramids, no matter what, had an essence of importance to it in some kind of way. But anyway, that's what they had done with it. And so basically you didn't find it in any of the books. And when you did, it was just, the first pyramid, and darn, they made a mistake and couldn't quite do it,
They tried again.
Yeah. So I said, I looked at the picture and pierced by lightning, and I said, that's no mistake. That is no mistake. And I said, let me show you. And I created an illustration to show that the bend actually is an unseen symbol that sits over the top of the pyramid. It's this same wing symbol that I had uncovered in the snowflake star glyph. What it was actually the compass symbol, and that might be best known by the Freemasons. It's the element for drawing the circle, or the element of creating spirit. Because in the native way, the circle is that which represents the natural qualities of earth and spirit. And many other things, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's an infinite symbol that goes on forever. You could speak to many nations around North America, and there's 750 nations, and you would get thousands of different answers of what that circle really has to do with. And you come to know that circle once you understand it truly in mind, body, and spirit. But, so there's a lot to it. It's a magical symbol. But even though I had saw that as a symbol to the archaeology community, it really wouldn't hold water, because I can't really prove it. Even though it suggests it's there,
Right.
And even though I think it is, there's no proof that that's what that is, and nothing to lead it into the direction at that point in time to suggest that it was. So, so they would dismiss it and hold on to their view. But then a little bit later, I discovered another piece of that, almost 10 years later, that etched it into reality for me as being a symbol.
So what was that?
Yes, that was It was how that symbol interrelates to the pyramid itself. Because if you're looking straight along into its doorway, and you're looking down the side of the pyramid, that's actually the pyramid is at its narrowest.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you were to draw that completely, with the symbol included in there, over the top of the pyramid, and draw the line that would go all the way to the base, okay? And you strike an arc, what it does is it draws a circle inside the square.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
If you turn it and you're looking down its ridge line, which is its widest part, actually when you turn around and look it down the ridge line, it opens considerably to a much broader, broader width.
Mm-hmm.
And you draw a line all the way from the apex to where the pyramid would have gone had it been built all the way up, all the way to the ground, and then you strike a circle with that. Then it draws a circle just touching the corners of the pyramid. Then it becomes a circle outside the square.
So you have now a circle within a square within a circle?
You have the circle inside the square,
Mm-hmm.
and the circle outside the square.
Outside the square, okay.
Which creating a symbol that's important to every indigenous nation,
Mm-hmm.
the circle, square, and the circle.
Which
Which
you
is
can now explain for us what that means?